idea that you kind of discovered and brought to QVC for us.
Indeed, as I said, we take other gardeners' ideas to marketplace. They approach us and say, I've got this idea, etc. And some of them we try to take to market and do our absolute best with. And this is a really good idea. We're really happy with it. It's British manufactured. It comes from a gentleman in North Yorkshire who came up with the idea. And he was sick to death of his hanging baskets and plant pots dying. Right. He wanted to water them properly. And we spend a lot of money on our plants and our hanging baskets, etc. We don't always look after them the best way, and we really need to do that a little bit more. And he came up with this simple idea, and it's a water, as if you can see here, and it's got its entrance spout here. It's got loads of little holes going along, and all you do is you water through the actual spout here, and it goes down to the bottom. It hits the centre of the roots of a plant, keeps the plant happy. You can go from there. You can water, you can put feed down, and it's a great invention.
I love this sort of cutaway section.
Yes, it's a very neat way of showing what happens.
You can see exactly how it operates. Look at that.
What I say is you get a pack of 4, obviously, so you've got your plant pots, you've got your house pots, you've got your hanging baskets, etc. But also, don't forget, you do, unfortunately, you do get your wet feet, you do lose a lot of water. And this is one of the things, really. We don't want our roots going to the top. We want to be able to actually water our plants properly.
And to get the most out of the plants, because if it only waters the top, you're not getting proper plant growth.
Yeah, and I've got a fake hanging basket here, I'm sorry to say, because it's, it's the time of year, and you can water around, and water does start to run everywhere. It's just a natural thing to do. Yeah. So what we can do here is we can get the actual spout, if you can see, and we can just water down the middle, and that's it. We keep the plant happy, you give a sprinkle around, and you're good to go.
Yeah. That's very neat. So that's water the feed getting down to the centre of the hanging basket. You can use these in window boxes. You use them inside and outside.
You can use them in troughs, you can use them in big planters, and I'll show you exactly how it works here. I mean, there is always compost on this other side, so it won't come out as fast.
Of course.
But you get the idea. Now, the plant's roots, we want them circling around here. We don't want them going to the top. And eventually, as we fill this up, you'll see the water, and there you go. And that's the best way to water your plant. You keep it happy. As I say, you don't want things going to the top. It's a little bit silly because they're more prone to disease, they're more prone to dying. And we want to give big, blooming baskets, don't we?
And I think, Richard, also, especially if you were using, say, your compost, and so the water would obviously be going and passing through it clearly, but you're getting down to the roots as well.
And encouraging the roots to grow down there where you want them to grow.
Will roots try and grow up to get water if it's
they will, if they're only getting water at the top, but you don't get even plant growth, particularly in hanging baskets. You want that ball of colour, and this is the way to do it. Yeah. And so what's good about it is then when the plants grow around it, you can hardly see that that's there. The little spout there, you know it's there, but no one else will know.
We've had some garden centres buy them on mass for us now, and they actually plant them within their hanging baskets. And we've got a place in Northampton that uses it for their college baskets and for the councils as well. And it's because it works. It keeps plants very happy, it keeps things very well. And if you can see little pictures here, you've just got the little spout just coming out of the top of the wall planter. You've got a nice healthy wall basket, and that's just one of those little things which is unobtrusive. You don't have your big bottles sticking out like other things, and it's great. And just on here again, it's just more of a close-up. You've got a nice happy basket, you've got big blooms coming, and just here is, once again, there, you've got your PlantWell coming out again.
You see it in warmer climates, don't you, Richard, where they want the water to go down to the roots, because if they put it on the top, it evaporates so quickly.
Yes. Yeah.
And I've seen that in Spain, for example, but more crude than this, like literally a hose pipe stuck in there. Yeah. We're limited stock on this already. Pack of 4 of the PlantWell watering devices from the Grumpy Gardener, £14. And think how much more you can enjoy your plants when they're well watered. You're feeding them and you water them. Could you feed, for example, flower power?
Oh, very much so. Joe was saying you can water and you can feed this one as well. So a liquid feed would work perfectly in there. So it's a more efficient way of watering and feeding.
Exactly. And the good thing about these is they're reusable as well. So at the end of the season, or once you're done, you can pull them apart. You can wipe them down, you can put them back together again. I said, a nice, decent...
Made in the UK, you said?
British-made product, which, we're really proud of that, in all honesty.
Absolutely.
We really like that, and something you can use time and time and time again.
And I think it's great value, Joe, because you're getting 4 of them for this money. So that's 4 hanging baskets, 4 window boxes.
£14 a QVC price, 506 595. Perhaps use them in the sunniest spots or whatever. Evaporation when the sun does come out, it's not a problem. But it has sold out. Well done if you got yours. 506 595, £14 a QVC price there.